nonsense. So manager will explain. Sit down with
I'm sure you've come across this news where it was reported that suspected Yahoo boys killed EFCC officer, injured another in Anambra state. Well, it turns out that the mainstream media misinformed the public because according to eyewitness, it was a different scenario that played out that day. The EFCC officer was not killed by a Yahoo boy. They raided a man's house at night, break the door, and the man's wife was scared. She raised an alarm. The man who was equally around inquired to know those that have invaded his house at night, but there was no response. Unfortunately for these EFCC officers, this man has a licensed gun. He shot at one and that one died instantly. He shot at the other one and missed the target, but that one was injured. Now, according to the eyewitness, this man is somehow connected, so he put a call across to the police and they came. When the police came, they wanted to shoot at the EFCC officers, but the EFCC officers identified themselves as EFCC. So the police now somehow arrested the man and they took the man to the police station. But then, like I said, the man is somehow connected, so the case is being investigated as it stands now. The first news we got is that the EFCC officer was killed by Yahoo boys in Awka. Just like the story of the alleged gospel singer that murdered his girlfriend broke out, he was said to be a Yahoo boy. But when you look at that story carefully, you will know that that guy is not a Yahoo boy. That guy is an alleged, let me use the word, alleged organ harvester. But yeah, because of the activities of Yahoo boys in our society, he was automatically called a Yahoo boy. We are all aware how the operations of EFCC have drifted away from fighting corrupt politicians to going after Yahoo boys and young Nigerians. That was why when an EFCC officer was killed, it was automatically tagged that he was killed by a Yahoo boy because they've left their main job and they are going after Yahoo boys. But whatever the case may be, their operation was illegal. I took time to go to the EFCC X, formerly Twitter account, and I did not see them release a press statement regarding this incident. You know why they didn't do that? Because their men went on an illegal operation. Now, why do I call this an illegal operation? Listen to this. You remember sometime in November 2023 when the EFCC arrested 69 suspected internet fraudsters in Osun State? That generated a lot of reaction because according to the main gist, these guys were not internet fraudsters, they were students. EFCC busted into their hostel, arrested them and tagged them internet fraudsters. It led to protests in Osun State. Now, when that protest was going on, EFCC released a press statement, and I want you to listen to this press statement by the EFCC. This is from the EFCC official X account, and it says, EFCC bans sting operations at night. Take note of the word, ban sting operations at night. In line with the newly reviewed procedure on arrest and bail of suspect by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, the executive chairman of the commission, Mr. Ola Olukayode, has directed that sting operations at night time be stopped in all the commands of the EFCC. He gave the directive in Abuja on Wednesday, November 1st, 2023, in reaction to the arrest of 69 suspected internet fraudsters by operative of the Ibadan zona of the commission in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Already, many of the suspects duly profiled by the command have been released, while profiling of suspects yet unreleased will be completed without further delay. The Commission wishes to assure the public that it will not relent in its adherence to the rule of law in the exercise of its mandate. In law, press release like this are seen as a constitution. So in the EFCC constitution, night operation, sting operation are totally banned. Any EFCC that carry out any operation at night is doing an illegal job. So these men that went to Awka to raid someone's apartment at night, they are doing an illegal job. Whatever befalls them is on their own. Whether they were killed by Yahoo boys or armed robbers, they are doing an illegal operation. But unfortunately for them, they were not killed by Yahoo boys, they were not killed by armed robbers, they were killed by a man that owns a licensed gun. The man with a licensed gun was defending himself and his family, which every normal sane person will do in that situation.
One is for EFCC. EFCC, hear me clearly. My name is Wanda. This is a very serious warning to you, EFCC. I've already made up my mind. If not jail, no go to jail, no problem. But I want to tell you guys that the next person that will break this door and enter my house, like just break the door and enter my house, is going to be a victim. Whether you are a thief or you say EFCC or whatever you call yourself, you break this door and enter this house, you are going to be a victim. I want to tell you guys something. Few weeks ago, not up to maybe like barely a month now or something, EFCC came to this house. I was not around. It was my brother and his friend that was there around. I traveled. They called me on phone and told me about it. EFCC no knock. They don't do anything. They just broke this door, like break into their house, bullied people, beat them up, broke some properties. I will show you guys something. See this television like this now? It's EFCC that broke it. Like they broke it and beat the people up. People that were here, they beat them up. Like they destroyed. They were just doing like armed robbers. Now, after everything they did, they took them and took up to other 15 people in this compound along. Without any information, without any reason, without any cause, nothing. They searched their phone and they saw nothing, but they took them along. After all the stress and everything I passed through, they came back. Now, yesterday armed robbers, they penetrated this house and they operated exactly like EFCC. Like the way EFCC did it, they broke this door, entered this house, surrendered everybody and took everything. Like they raided this house. They even used my traveling bag. They used it to pack some properties along. So now my question is, how are you going to differentiate between armed robbers and EFCC? Because they are operating the same way. They'll just come to your house and break your door, start beating everybody lie down, stuff like that. How are you going to differentiate them? So if you are someone that's security conscious, we mistakenly attack EFCC thinking that EFCC is an armed robber, or you mistakenly leave an armed robber inside your house thinking that armed robber is EFCC. If I was here last night, for example, I was here last night, I saw somebody banging my door, trying to penetrate my door and attack that person. Maybe later that person will turn out to be EFCC or something. They will say you attacked EFCC. Now I'm saying this now. EFCC, if you people will not mind how you people are penetrating people's house, how you people are breaking into people's house just like thieves, it's going to result to unforeseen consequences. Because the next person that will break this door, unless I am not around, that person is going to be a victim. If it is how it's done, no problem. Okay, we agree to go jail now. If this life said don't tire me, what did they solve? If it is someone that is security conscious, you penetrate the person's house and that person attack you or do anything to you, later you will turn out that you attack EFCC official. They broke into this compound. Apparently almost all the flats in the whole of this compound doors were broken and they robbed everybody. Just the way EFCC operated that same day. Next person that will come, whether a thief or an EFCC, you break this door, enter. Me and you, no problem. I sacrifice, no problem. Just bang this door, break and enter. Me and you, we are going somewhere. I don't know where me and you are going, but me and you will go somewhere. Just take that one for mine. Other people at the back, they may go for you, but that first person that will enter here, me and you, we are going somewhere.
Alright, you've heard it from that man's mouth. Why has the EFCC continued to behave in a criminal-like manner whenever they go to raid a house? First, before you go to arrest anybody in the house, you need to obtain a search warrant. The reason why security operatives are asked to get a search warrant is to prevent situations like this. When you go to obtain a search warrant to arrest somebody, the search warrant will determine if that person owns a licensed gun. If the person owns a licensed gun, you will be stopped from going to raid that person's home. That person will rather be invited to your office for questioning. You don't invade the house of a man that owns a licensed gun and you expect not to be shot. In the eyes of the law, the man has committed no crime because he was protecting himself. The EFCC knows that their man has done an illegal operation. That is the reason why they don't even want to talk about it. This is not the first time operatives of the EFCC are engaging in illegal operations like that. Not that they are even engaging in illegal operations. This is not the first time they are breaking into people's home like criminals, like armed robbers. We have seen so many complaints from Nigerians about the illegal activities of the EFCC whenever they come to arrest people. Nigerians have complained for so long, but yet these activities keep going on. The same way Nigerians are complaining about the illegal activities of police extorting them on the road, but yet we keep seeing that on a daily basis. Policemen are even extorting people in front of their police station. They mount roadblock in front of their police station and extort drivers. They are doing this even though the EFCC and the police have come out to say that these operations are illegal, but they keep involving themselves in illegality. The reason is because our nation, Nigeria, is a lawless nation. We don't follow procedure, we don't follow the law. All the government agencies in Nigeria are so unprofessional. Another question we should be asking ourselves is, why has the EFCC left their main role, The EFCC was created by Olusegun Obasanjo. He initiated the activities of this EFCC, and their main role was to go about arresting corrupt politicians, because these politicians loot money in billions, and Olusegun Obasanjo wanted a situation whereby these corrupt politicians will be brought to book. That was the main aim of the EFCC, and they were doing it effectively when they were created. But along the line, they drifted from their main operations. They stopped going after corrupt politicians and they started going after young Nigerians. They burst into their home, arrest them, tag them internet fraudsters or Yahoo boys. We know we have Yahoo boys in our society, but these guys are not constituting the nuisance, the destruction of our economy more than Nigerian politicians. But rather than going after corrupt Nigerian politicians that are looting the country dry, EFCC has left their main duty and they are going after so-called Yahoo boys. Look at Yaya Bello, for instance. This man looted Kogi State Treasury dry, but is working freely today. There are so many corrupt politicians that are walking the streets of Nigeria freely. EFCC has left their operations. They are not going after them. They are going after Yahoo boys. I am not saying they should not go after Yahoo boys, but they should focus their attention more on corrupt politicians that are looting the country dry. These politicians are the reason why this country is not moving forward. These politicians are the reason why Nigeria is retrogressing. These politicians are the reason why we have illegality in our country. If it is not about illegality, these EFCC officials will not have been killed. We don't need situations like this to occur before they do the right thing. I am sure that as this thing has done, most EFCC officials will not be invading people's home at night again, if actually they would think in that direction. But they should have thought in this direction before they embark on this kind of criminal-like activities. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.